Well, how y'all doing? Lord of mercy, I'm Dan. I want to welcome everyone to my home in the sticks. Wherever you are at in the world, I hope you're having a great week and everything's good with you. Before we get started on today's video, I'm always going to say that if you are new to this channel, I want to welcome you. And if you returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over her, I sure enough thank you for coming back. But what I want to share with you and y'all today is, Lord of mercy, I got a few things that I've been running and testing in my chicken coop. So we're gonna go outside. It's dark right now. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna take a look at it or at them, and then we're gonna rock on from there. So give me a second, and that's what we finna do's. All right, before we get over here to this chicken coop, I want to apologize for the low light videos, but I get off late in the evening, so when it's dark is about the only time that I could share the information I want to share with you. But yeah, I apologize for that, but it is what it is. So let's take a walk over to this chicken coop, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Another thing that I like to bring up is the wild, crazy butt temperatures we've been having over here. A few days ago, it was 0 degrees. Today, the highs were in the upper 60s. So the weather is just crazy. We're supposed to get some rain this evening or later on tonight, and it's supposed to rain for the next 4 days. So we could use the rain, but we'll see what happens. So several years ago, I did a video on I want to say it was a 55-gallon feeder for the chickens that I had over here. And at one point in time, I had 35, 36 laying hens. So I had a lot of chickens, and it worked out really good. It was just a metal trash can. I cut some 6-inch holes in it and put some 6-inch elbows inside of the feeder. Worked out really good. Didn't have very much waste, but I did have some rodent problems in the long run. So let's look at these. Let's look at this new system that I've been testing out. All right, here we are at the chicken coop. Lord, look at you heifers still out running around. So I'll get out the way. All right, so this is what I'm wanting to share with you and y'all today. And this is a chicken feeder that I have been testing out probably for the last 4 or 5 months. And what I do is, before I even mention this to any of y'all, I like to test it personally myself just to see if it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. And in all actuality, it has. I've been getting a lot of rain. I've been getting a lot of really cold temperatures, 0-degree temperatures. And yeah, I have a lot of field rats and field mice over here at the Home in the Sticks on the farm. So this guy has worked out perfectly. And all this is a 4-inch tube or a 4-inch piece of PVC with a cap and a hood vent on it. Why are you pecking me? Now what I want to do is I want to touch on 4 points or 4 things on these chicken feeders, and if it works for you, then yeah, it's gonna work for you, because it has really worked for me. So let's talk about those. Again, this is a 4-inch piece of PVC. It's 4 inches in diameter, and it's approximately 31 inches long. Has a cap on it. Oh, y'all need feed. This feeder will hold 10 pounds of feed, which is something that I really, really like. Another good point, or another thing that I want to mention, is it's rainproof. It's got kind of like a little dome on top of it where, and I hope y'all can see that, the rain doesn't get into the feeding area that the chickens go to eat. Another point I want to bring up is this feeding system is waste proof. The chickens have to stick their heads into this feeder to get the feed that they want. They can't stick their legs in there and scratch it out. They just stick their heads in there. Now the only feed that probably will get wasted is what comes out of their mouth when they're pulling their head out. Okay, so I've touched on, I think, 3 points. This chicken feeder is rainproof. The rain can't get up underneath that little hood or roof, so to speak. The rain can't blow in there. I'm sure it could if it was, a strong rain that was just blowing in the direction of it. But in all actuality, it's rain proof. it is waste proof. The chickens have to stick their head in there to get what they want to eat. They can't put their feet in there and pull the feed out. And thirdly, this chicken feeder is rodent proof. I haven't had any mice or field rats get into this feeder as of yet. Evidently they can't, it's so slippery they can't climb up there and get in there the way that it's designed, the hole for the chicken to stick their head in. The last thing that I want to bring up on this chicken feeder is the versatility in mounting it wherever you want to mount it. As you see on my feeders, I have them mounted inside of my chicken coop, and I'm just using some of these zip ties to hold it in place. If you have a coop within a coop, like a small chicken coop inside of an enclosed area such as this, you can mount the feeder to the wall if you wanted to. If you want to mount the feeder to your enclosure, and in my case I'm using dog panels, and the reason why I didn't mount it on the outside is I don't want to cut any holes in any of this metal and damage this pin. So what happens is you could cut you a hole out down here, stick this from the inside the coop, and you can fill this guy up on the outside of the coop. So that's something I didn't want to do because, again, I didn't want to cut any of this stuff. So I mounted it on the inside, and it's working out really, really good. And I have 2 of them, and they're kind of waiting because they're like, where's my food at? All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you and y'all today. A new chicken feeder system that I am using right now over here at the farm at the Home in the Sticks. It is made by a company called Rugged Ranch, and I'm here to tell you it has pretty much done everything that it said it was going to do, or the company said it would do, and more. So if you're interested in this feeder, I'll drop a link down in the bottom in the description. I want to say I paid 35, 36 bucks for each feeder, and in my opinion, well worth it, because each one holds 10 pounds, so 20 pounds of feed lasts me a few weeks feeding the hens. So it's worked out really good. So and now that I have tested it out, I wanted to share it with you and y'all, just to tell you what I think, and if this is something that may work for you, then great. So again, I hope everybody's having a show enough good week, and I hope you stay safe amid this crisis that we still have going on. If you like this video, go and give it a thumbs up to help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home of Six channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come over here and give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff like using some new chicken feeders. That being said, you know it's coming. Dan Referee, sure enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody. You sure enough get your shine on. It's important. Just be you. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.